Hey guys, TC here from the Christian Gaming Channel, bringing you a brand new episode of Super Mario Run. Well, first episode, really. Yep, today we're going to be playing through Mario Run. Well, at least the World 1 of Mario Run. So, yeah. It's going to be a nice intermediate series while we're waiting on the votes, which I, at the time of this recording anyways, have yet to put up. So, you'll probably get this video upload and the votes at the same time. Anyways, Mario Run's really an oddity if you ask me. It's the only Mario game, in current times anyways, that exists outside of a Nintendo platform. I mean, you had older Mario games like Super Mario Bros. Special that were released for computers in Japan at the time, but in a broad sense, Super Mario Run's pretty much the only Mario game to exist outside of a Nintendo console. I think it's pretty neat for that. It's new Super Mario Bros. 5-ish, in a way. Because there's already 4 new Super Mario Bros. Games, so this is kind of the 5th one. And it's a good game. I'll give it credit for what it does. It's kind of nice that Mario can just parkour over everything. Honestly, the movement is better than the new Super Mario Bros. Games to a point. Obviously, the lack of control takes away from this, but it's a cell phone game, so can't really help that. But just the fact that you can just parkour over Goombas and the like, it's an interesting mechanic. You can even do it with pipes, and when you land on the ground, you do a roll, which you could do a jump out of, which acts as a defensive mechanism as well, because you can kick enemies. I think it's really cool. 1-2 is typical as well, your underground stage. I'm not going to try and collect all the coins because there's no point in bothering. I don't feel the need to, I want to show this game. It's fun. It's just a $10 price tag puts a lot of people off since it's a mobile game. It's the only downside to it, but I think it's worth the price of admission. It's dependent on what you guys think. So this game was the first Mario platformer to actually have a playable Daisy way before Wonder ever did it. So that's interesting. Same goes for Yoshi too. They had Yoshi playable as a character in a Mario platformer way before Wonder ever did that as well. And I know the Yoshi's Island games exist. I'm not counting those because those are Yoshi games, not Mario games. There's a distinct difference there. Anyways, I think we're going to get 10 coins. Awesome. I hope the audio levels are good. This is probably the first time I've actually recorded on my phone before, so it's gonna be an interesting experiment to say the least. And since my phone's not the greatest, it's not recording at a full 60, but I digress. You're not going to notice anyways because I'm going to have it uploaded at 30 frames per second anyways, just because I don't want any kind of weird frame issues to go on with YouTube. I really like the way Nintendo thought about the area where you tap your finger to it. It's a nice touch. They could have just had really stretched out looking stages, but instead they just covered up the bottom part with admittedly it's just a texture, but it's a nice texture to have. It matches each area. Plus it kind of lets you know where the death plane is, and on that note, the bubble system, those are basically your lives. You can't game over, but if you lose all of your bubbles and you die when you have 0 bubbles, you have to start the stage all over again. It's somewhere in between the lifeless life system in Super Mario Odyssey and regular traditional 2D Mario. It's kind of a middle ground. Anyways, we're going to take on the first castle. Got these reverse blocks, which you'll probably never see in a regular Mario game. purely because they don't really have much of a use outside of this instance. I do like how flashy everything looks though when you're doing all these tricks. It's nice. Adds a lot of visual flair traditional 2D Mario might lack. I'm thinking this is not set in stone. I might put up Super Mario Bros. 3 up for a vote, specifically the Game Boy Advance version. Purely because it has more content in the form of the e-reader stages. Plus, that's just the version I have the most experience with. I don't mind the NES and SNES versions, but I just prefer the Game Boy Advance version myself. Anyways, the Bowser fight is extremely easy. I lost coins for it, but damage boost for the win. Works out good for me. And I think, unfortunately, our princess is in another castle. Yep, all we get is money. I mean, that could be better. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Remember, Christ is King and Jesus loves you. Bye!